Streaming. Okay, go live. Check. All right, going live. All right, I think I see you clear as day.
I don't see you yet.
No, it's okay. I'm coming in.
Okay. There you are.
Voila. Okay, cool.
Hi.
Yes. Today
Yes.
was a successful live startup because sometimes this is not so simple. All right, cool.
Cool.
Yes. Can you see me clear? We're here live with Shireen June. All right, coming in for dreams. How's the audio? You can hear me clearly?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. So let's do this. All right. Collective dreams coming in hot. Good to see you. Welcome everybody in the chat. This is a special feature. I've been trying to actually get Shireen, I feel like for months on like a one-on-one, because the last time she came, you know, we had more of a group thing going on with like 20 people or so, maybe 12 people or so, and we were doing a lot more. So the spotlight was less like focused. But today the spotlight is focused, and Shireen is a dream astral realm expert, helping us to interpret the collective as for what is happening in the collective unconscious, what is lucid dreaming, what is sleep paralysis, all right? Understanding, I know a lot of people that say sleep paralysis, a lot of times there's demons involved somehow, some way, so maybe we can clarify what that even means and what they're saying, what they're seeing. Really going through the whole gamut. So to kind of get into this, Shireen, like, let us know, like, how did you get into dreams? Like, what is the background? You know, maybe a little bit about your mother and how this played into your own personal spiritual reality that you're living in. What can you tell us about everything going on today?
Okay. So I've been doing dream work for 30 years now, since I was 11. So every day myself and my mother would interpret each other's dreams. So with each dream, then we would we'd watch and learn and evolve, and it's just continued and gotten stronger, you know. So I'm constantly helping people understand their dreams, and it's just been pushing me in that direction.
Sweet. So just even like as an intro, what is a lucid dream versus like a warning dream versus a collective dream, you know, because I feel like sometimes they can just all get bunches of dreams. So can you help us like to clarify what this is about?
Okay, well, a lucid dream is when you're in control of the dream. So you know what you're doing, you know you're asleep. A collective dream is something you pick up about everything, everybody. What was the other one?
So a lucid dream, we have the collective dream, and like warning dreams, like dreams when you like they're warnings, or even like that prophecy feeling, like, you know, you wake up, you're like, oh, this wasn't a dream, like this is all too real.
Yeah, well, that just takes a lot of practice, you know. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of studying your dreams, remembering your dreams, watching what happens after them. So it takes a lot of determination, dedication. So it's an everyday kind of work. Dream journaling, all that kind of thing, intuition, remembering symbols and signs, all that kind of stuff.
Right. So I'm checking with the chat. Looks like we have some viewers that are checking in. What I want to have y'all tell us today is, you know, have you written down any dreams? Have you checked in with your journal? Is there anything specifically as for a dream? While we have the dream expert here, right? Like, I can tell you for a fact, Shireen has been helping me with my own personal dreams. She's been helping me to interpret them just here and there, whether it's through the lives, and through so many different avenues, so many different channels. What I would like to like have you all do is take a moment to embrace the fact that she's here, that she can support us, that she can help the collective right now. And what we're gonna do is, I want you to drop a couple of your dreams up front while you're listening to me. And like I say, I'm a big person when it comes to leadership and leading and vulnerability. So I'm going to more openly share some of my dreams as well. Shireen, I'm going to give you full green light on that, just like last time. Okay.
Yep.
So that we can kind of like, so now that you and I are actually talking, we can like walk through it, because I've had a couple collective dreams. I've had a couple personal dreams, and a lot of them seem very, very serious right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as a Scorpio rising, Shireen, you're Scorpio rising too, no?
Yeah.
Boom. So Libra and Mercury has us in the 12th house, the house of dreams, right?
Yeah.
So definitely drop your dreams. Drop the thumbs up if you're watching this live. Go ahead, help support us all out. I did drop Shireen's email. If you ever have further questions, all right, about your dreams, I'm telling y'all that early in the pinned chat. You're going to see her booking link as well if you want to book and do some dreams with her. So we're going to give her that expo today to really show and reveal how powerful, okay, of a dream specialist she is when it comes to walking the astral realms, interpreting the astral realms, sharing sleep paralysis. And maybe we kind of begin with sleep paralysis as we give y'all some time to actually type in your dreams. Okay, do not miss this opportunity. I'm going to tell you right now to your face, you're really stupid if you do not take the moment to just expose enough so that we can help you interpret these dreams. Because Shireen, how can you help us understand dreams better and why they actually matter in our waking life? Why do dreams matter in our waking life?
Because in your sleep, in your dream state, you're seeing time and space go away. So you're able to bring that back here and use that to navigate your life here. So it's like a lens as to where you're at in the astral field, and it's a compass to use when you wake up. So it can help you tremendously to understand the traumas you're not facing, the traumas you have faced. Prophetic is just because there's no time and space. So you see it without time and space. You can understand symbols. You can see your own evolution, your own growth. You connect with other people constantly, and you work a lot in the astral field all the time that you might not realize it, but you're always doing it. So it's tremendously important to understand. It's your subconscious. It's got all the answers, and it's the truth. So it's going to tell you like it is. There's no sugarcoating anything. And it's so creative because it's got limitless ways of its expressing scenarios. That's why we have, like repetitive dreams, because they repeat until that particular situation has stopped or changed. And then that dream stops, for example. So it's a must know.
So what I'm hearing, because I've been seeing this as well in the waking life and in the dream space, the mask is coming off on a lot of people collectively.
Yeah.
Whatever we've been wearing and whatever ways we've been hiding, whatever ways we've been phony, that's myself included, the mask is coming off. And that's because Virgo is in the sky, right? Virgo is bringing the earthly reality, all right? Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Virgo. Now we're valuing what is being revealed while Neptune is in Pisces. Where have we embraced the fog, embraced the delusions, embraced, a rose-colored lifestyle? And the fact that Mars in Gemini, we're able to kind of like shift through our actions, through our thoughts and ideas in the waking life after we wake up with the reality that Virgo revealed in opposition to Neptune in Pisces, the house of dreams. So yeah. Wow. You have something you want to contribute?
Yes, I can completely agree with that. And like I said, there's just nowhere to hide in that space. And it gets brought back down here for us to become more aware and expand and, release the mask or masks and heal ourselves and try and kind of better ourselves, and help each other. So absolutely. I just found out recently I have a 12th house stellium. So
you didn't know that?
I didn't know. I'm still learning all the astrology.
Girl, I knew that, and I didn't even know. I've never seen your chart. I know that just from our interaction.
I have to send it to you.
Yeah, I've never seen your chart, and I feel like I swear I knew. I was like, I know she got mad 12th house. The moment I knew you had Pluto on the 12th of Scorpio, I only have that as the 12th, as a planet, for a planet. So
Yeah.
I see the effect of myself, and then I see enough from like what I see with you. And I knew you had more 12th house planets. I just knew for a fact, especially as a dream specialist, as the astral realm, you know, person who can interpret and walk through those realms clearly. Only 12th house can do it in such a way. And the only reason why I can see some of these things is because mine's in Scorpio 12th house as well. It's like we have that ability to do the research in that subconscious and that collective unconscious. And so,
Yeah.
you know, that's why when you asked me, you came on, you were like, are you tired lately? 12th house is a very sleepy house. So
Right.
the fact that Libra is in the sky, your 12th house has been impacted a lot more as well, which is causing way more rest, way more sleepy. So we do have a dream, all right?
Yeah.
That maybe we want to take some time into that as we then also get into sleep paralysis. So definitely stay tuned so you can understand more about what is sleep paralysis, how does it play into everything. But for now, we're going to take two, then we're going to get back into sleep paralysis, and then we're going to take some more dreams. So write your dreams out. It's a good time to do it. Okay, I had a dream last night where there was a major flood. Okay, we already got our big significator, right? There's a major flood happening and people were frantic. I was in this store and I saw this inflatable raft that fit 15 people. Okay, 15 people, again, very significant. Like the numbers play. When you get numbers on dreams, pick them up. All right, inflatable raft. All right, this is important. These are key items you want to make sure you stay in tune with. Finally, it says one raft is left on the shelf. So it's like some survival mechanism. But this is my really surface level, right? Can you help us with that? And can you see the chat, by the way, as well? That was Jasmine.
I can't see the chat now.
All right. So it says that if you open the YouTube somehow on the other
I'll look
page.
on my phone.
Boom, 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 boom. Because it'll help. Because I know when you actually see what was written versus what I said, it'll resonate more. She goes on to say that 3 people that she knew, and then there was a couple of random people on the island with me that added up to 15 total. Okay, so again, 3, 6, 9. It's one of the first things I'm getting. I've been seeing 3, 6, 9 as well. Anybody else in the chat? Have you seen 3, 6, 9 or 8, 8, 8 lately? 8, 8, because it's been coming up.
Yes, I saw that yesterday. Yeah.
So as I woke up this morning from my dream.
Okay, so basically what this is, Jasmine, is it?
Yeah, Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah. So basically what this is, Jasmine, is it's emotional turmoil. The flood would be emotional turmoil. And it's kind of like a tower moment emotionally, where you're going through a lot and you're trying to save what you can out of the chaos, you know. But 15 is a number that's very important because it's a number of joy. It's a number of love. It's 6, nurture, all that kind of stuff. So it's really trying to help you to focus on those things that matter the most right now. Perhaps saving yourself, because I had something similar-ish actually to tell you. It's a lifeboat. It's a saving thing. You know, you have to kind of, you have to save yourself from a situation that's overwhelming emotionally. But it will pass because you've got that boat there, you know, you've got the raft. You've got the raft there. So there's a lot of this going on in the astral field at the moment. There's a lot of turmoil because there's a lot of resistance. People are resisting and people are feeling angry. Collectively, we're feeling angry because we don't want to leave our comfort zone, because we don't want to go into a storm. We don't want to, you know, it's a bit scary, the changes that are happening, but there's nothing to be afraid of. It's all just, it's mainly emotional and thoughts that you can process and overcome. But I wouldn't be concerned, Jasmine. It's just a difficult phase that will pass. Storms only last a certain amount of time.
So, Shireen, remember the collective tidal wave dream? Because that I had recently had, where like meteors were coming down and it was just futile, right? Can you tell us about
Yeah.
like tidal wave dreams? You're familiar with them, right?
I am, yeah. So again, that was a collective theme of an awakening, bang, you know, and the fire was also to do with passion and anger, which you, I believe, have had a lot of going on inside yourself, as well as we're seeing it around, us. But it's anytime anyone tells me they've seen something fall from the sky, something changes in their life. It's a big wake-up call. Again, that's more like a tower moment for the whole world. Like the pandemic in 2020, that was like tower moment on the world, you know? But it happens to bring about change.
Right.
And that's never comfortable.
No.
In the beginning. Yeah.
The reason I wanted to bring that specific one up is because I knew that that particular dream was, again, like Shireen said, it was a collective dream, right? It was a part of the collective subconscious being revealing essentially what structures are prepared to crumble in all sincerity.
Exactly.
And this is Uranus in Taurus, right? And it's been banging with Saturn in Aquarius. So it's like, understand, like she said, 2020, one of those collective global tower moments when everything's crashing down. This meteor dream that I had maybe like last week, I put it up on my channel. It's called a tidal wave dream. It was very serious stuff in all sincerity. I knew that it wasn't mine alone. And there's a lot of passion and anger, like she said. You know, I've been having, as this Mercury retrograde is approaching in Libra, right? I've been having like memories about past relationships coming back to show me and reveal what did I learn during that time? What did I miss for myself, right? Like what did, through the anger, through the pain, or through the hurt that I just kind of skipped, what did I miss? But really to show me this as what I considered as mistakes, to, in Virgo, lead me back to gratitude, which is the key thing, right? That's a key element for Virgo. It's like whatever is considered as a mistake is actually the path back to gratitude for Virgo season, for everybody. And this is what's been reminded about how exes are not really coming back texting me, they're not calling me, you know, but it's like my mind is processing again, it's going through
energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's giving me very clear signs, like so let's take another dream in the meanwhile. All right.
Okay.
Shireen, I'm wondering if I even want to tell them the golden wing thing. I'm not sure that it's time yet. I don't think so. I feel like it's a fuck no. I feel like it's a no. Yeah. I feel like nah.
No, no. Later. Keep that for later.
Keep it for later. Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna let that one process a lot more.
Yeah.
So and the reason why that's important, I want to add this into the dreams and astral realm, is like, understand that while there's no barriers, while there's no walls in the dream world, in the astral plane, be mindful of what dreams you tell people in the waking life. And that's something that, like, you saw me right now, like as a triple Aries, like pausing is not my favorite thing to do. It's something I do know how to do, but it's not my favorite in all sincerity, right? But I've had to learn like why that pause is super critical, super important, especially as a person on the internet, right? Like I'm talking on the internet.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
discernment.
All right, let's take the second dream. Who was the second one down from Jasmine? Jasmine, I hope that helped. I've been talking to you in the back end, so I know a little something. Hey guys, I've had a ton of dreams being in massive swimming pools. Water is going to be a collective theme right now. All right, I want to let y'all know that. It's because Scorpio is rising in the water. Scorpio water is rising. You're going to see your toilets flood. You're going to see sewer waters in the streets start to flood. All right, you're going to see these in the physical world. What's up?
My ceiling is flooded in the house.
You see what I mean? You're going to see this. So don't be afraid when you see the water flooding. What's happening is the dirty waters, the mucky things we tucked under the rug are coming up to the surface. And that's not something to fight, because it's actually South Node and Scorpio is asking us to release, right? But she says that she's had a ton of dreams, so more than one, being in massive swimming pools, all right? Breathing under the water, and it's a reoccurring thing, bam. So breathing underwater is, I'm gonna let Shireen take it.
Okay, I know Pernell has a take on this, but a swimming pool is actually quite a social sign. It's where you spend time with other people. So it would mean finding your comfort or finding your tribe, perhaps, and feeling very comfortable. And it's actually a really short and sweet, dream, but it's a very positive dream, because to be able to breathe underwater is to be able to be skillful in new ground. It's to be able to master something you thought you couldn't do, something that seems impossible but isn't. It's a very positive dream. And repetitive means that if it hasn't happened yet, you're getting very close to it. So the synchronicities will keep showing you who this group is, or what it is, or what this new environment is that you're meant to be feeling at home in. It's funny. I was thinking of that phrase, like a fish out of water, before this live. And I also did have something to do with water dream-wise myself, just to give that synchronicity. But that's actually a really good thing. Just think about it, like we would say that's impossible. We can't breathe underwater, you know.
Right.
It's overcoming something that I think it's a block that she's overcoming in herself in regards to her social circle, her networks, tribes.
Now I'm feeling that. I can't tell you the last time I've had a dream where I can breathe in the water, but I have had them more than once.
Yeah.
And what I can say from a personal perspective, it's like, generally I felt calm in my waking life with those dreams. Like I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like, oh my God, what's happening? Like it felt more like, all right, look, I'm in a rough patch right now, whatever that is, but I know that I'm gonna not only make it, but I'm thriving, honestly, in this, what should be suffocating me. And that's what it felt like for me.
It's like flying in a dream, something you think you can't do, but it's like natural, becomes natural.
So thank you. I appreciate y'all for checking in that. I just dropped Shireen's link. Anybody that wants more personal details and to get deeper dream interpretations with her, I just dropped it in the link. It's also pinned up. All right. I'm going to take on Roman right now. Hey, what's up, Murphy? How you doing, Roman? Jamie, good to see y'all. I just launched memberships on my YouTube channel, so I just want to kind of shoot that out loud. I didn't make any real announcement. It's the first time I ever announced it out loud because I'm still trying to do some back end stuff with the things I'm giving away, but I just want to let y'all know I did launch off. It's able to happen. People getting their own little cool emojis that I made by hand. Okay, I had a whole creative session, making my own emojis, making my own badges and stickers for the members supporting. So I want to say thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for the thumbs ups as well. Let me see. Roman's World. Hit the thumbs up. All right, here we go. Okay, in the dream, I was watching myself from above. All right, that's a symbol right there. As I was sitting on the edge of the bed. Okay, the edge and the bed are two different symbols that I'm seeing, so take note. And watching the lottery being drawn on the TV. The lottery is critical, the TV even. I'll think the lottery more. I matched all the numbers and started laughing and saying, I won. Only number that I remember being drawn was number 9, okay? He said, Roman said my laugh was like, I told you so. It was one of those kind of laughs, and it was such a cool dream. And he realized that he also has Pluto and Scorpio in the 12th house too. Okay, wow, so that's how we already magnetized. Shireen, what do you have for us on Roman's dream?
Okay, so the TV is normally socializing again. It's connections. It's connections, and it could be Roman's connection to other people or something that he wants, or it's a he, right? Sorry.
I believe so.
Right.
I can't speak for sure, but I believe so. No, it's a woman.
Oh, sorry, Roman.
Roman's world.
So it would be something that you see again, people are seeing things that they think is too big for them, like winning the lottery. It's almost like a fantasy. Okay. So you're looking at your luck here, your chances of getting something, but inside yourself and inside your mind and your subconscious, you already know that you're worthy of it, but you're kind of like, it's a risk. It's a bet. It's 50-50, you know, but the number 9, it represents wisdom. So it's the inner wisdom within yourself there that you're connecting to, and it's a completion of the cycle of 1 to 9. So it's a completion of a cycle, and it's to do with your inner wisdom and connecting perhaps with other people or through other mediums, whether it's online or whichever way. But it's a very lucky sign, and it's just trying to say people, need to have more faith in themselves and stop projecting it onto a screen or some other person or some other place, and use what they actually have, because the numbers, are very important. They say a lot, and I'm sure that number 9 is going to pop up all over the place now.
Oh God, yeah. Roman, for you, first, I want you to check wherever Sagittarius is out of your chart. All right, I can tell you right now, that's a clear channel for me. Wherever Sag is at, even if it's not on the planet, try to find that element. Because it's somewhere, it's always somewhere. Even if it's in the degrees, it's always somewhere. And that's going to be your indication. Either 21, whenever you see 21, it can come back to that 9. All right, that's more complicated than worth explaining right now on the live, but 21 or 9. That's kind of where I'm being told to guide you. And it's about getting back in tune and in check with your personal beliefs. Where did they come from? Are they your beliefs or the beliefs that were given to you? So that you can leave this this feeling of of the risk, if you will, that's involved. Because 9 is a risky number. 9 takes big risk. 9 is a number of humanity. 9 is a number that is a one of higher learning. All right, it could easily be a long distance voyage. It could be a voyage. It could be a spiritual journey, which doesn't have to be in the physical world, right? That could be in your dreams, like we're talking right now, especially with a Pluto 12th house you have. All right, but it's trying to show you to take a risk on what you believe. And that's one of the things that I'm getting. And you're right on the edge, right? You're on the edge of the bed. You're on the edge of your seat kind of thing. Like you're leaning in. You're like, I'm almost there. I'm getting there. I'm close. So somewhere along the way, you're going to have to jump with it, whatever that intuition is telling you. And it's coming from a higher source. So understand that it's not, you're not going to see such clear symbols all the time with that 9.
I just wanted to also say, Roman, that the 9 is the end of a cycle as well. So like Pernell was saying, take the risk if it's something that you feel you already have the means to do, don't lose out on a good chance with something.
Absolutely. So drop your dreams, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet. I'm going to drop again if you're looking for dream interpretations, personal, a little bit deeper. We're going to try to move to the next person. But before we do, I think Jamie will be next. At the dream that I see. Roman, let me read what you said afterwards. I'm a Sag rising. Okay, look at that, boom. I swear to God, I've been so on point lately. It's been ridiculous. I'm actually
can't make it up.
Yeah, what's up?
You can't make it up.
No, I can't make it up. It's just happening. It's just on right now. So Sag rising, Saturn and Uranus. Oh shit, you got 3 planets. Almost conjunct my ascendant and descendant. Yeah, Roman. What I'm gonna say is either 1, get a dream reading, or 2, if you have never gotten an astro therapy session, I think it's time to get one with me, or find your favorite astrologer and have them help you understand what that Sag and all those conjunctions are about. All right, so I'm going to drop this just in case, so you can decide what it is for you. Sabrina checking in from Thailand. Girl, what's up, yo? I'm so happy to see you. Okay, she has the Objective Empathy, one of my first books that came out. She has the shirt. She has one of the last copies of that shirt in real life, and that just made me so happy. So Sabrina, we're gonna do a dream as well, for sure. And I'm gonna put you on priority because I really like you. Okay, so with that said, Shireen, as we step away from the dream for a moment, we're gonna let them interpret more dreams. But what is sleep paralysis? Because that's a part of this live today. What is sleep paralysis? What does it have to do with the astral realms? Can you help us understand this?
Okay, so the paralysis normally happens at a time where a person is very, very stressed, anxious, or depressed. And it's kind of like you slip in and out of your body. Like, when you close a door, but something gets caught in the door and it's stuck. That's what happens. You're stuck in between this world and the astral world, and it's very scary. And it seems like it's lasting forever because there's no time. But it's only a few seconds to a minute. And what it's trying to say to you is very important. So what you see in that moment is very important because it's always reflecting your state of consciousness back to you. And it's at the point where it normally happens at the point where you're just not listening anymore. So it gets to that stage where it's like, look, you've got to deal with this thing, you know? So you're paralyzed. You've no control. The ego completely flips out. People say they see things, which is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you can't be harmed. You can't be harmed. I've had it happen to me a lot. I've had a lot of very scary episodes. And once you get past it, it tends to stop happening. But the worst thing a person can do is try and fight to wake up, because it's like you're in quicksand. So the only way to stop it is to stay as calm as you can, right? Because people want to get away from it as fast as they can, and you can't, right? It's basically when you're locked in a state of fear or anxiety, it's what they call the lower astral field. So it's just like I said, you've got to pull that coat back out of the door to get back into your body, to get leveled, and then gather yourself, you know. But it's your own subconscious saying, look, you've got to deal with whatever situation is in your life. And people always tend to see something scary, whether it's a person, a place, what looks like a demon, you know, burnt people, all sorts of things, distortions, because you're still half asleep. You're still half foot in this one world and half in the sleep world. So it's very Freddy Krueger-ish. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. But that's it. It's just a reflection of your feelings, of what's going on inside you.
Before I get to the next dream, I want to ask, what's the lower astral realm?
It's
So
just like here, Pernell, it's as above, so below. So when we're here and we're going through lower frequencies and we're angry and we're sad and depressed and anxious, we're attracting that. Well, it's the same in the astral field. You can only go as far in the astral field as you're expanded here.
Oh my God. So this is one of the things that Virgo season is doing for us, taking care of the physical body. And I've been seeing this for myself. Like, I've been like urged, okay, by my guides to be like, yo, P, you have to amplify what you're doing in the physical, because what we have coming in for you, what's being upgraded for me in the more cosmic space within me, in that astral realm, that dream realm, is like, we need your body to be in more of a tip-top shape. And I've been seeing that, I've been feeling that, I've been really like urged by all my guys. They're like, yo, bro, we need you to get more fit, because at this current level, you can't do what we need you to do next. You're not going to be able to channel the next message collectively or even personally that we need you to get for this Uranus freaking upload, okay? This transcendence of the globe, everybody on the planet, right? Like, as we shift densities, which is a lot of what's happening. That's why the pressure is coming. That's why a lot of dreams in here that I see have to do with water, right? These are your emotions, these are the dreams. This is that realm, that esoteric, that metaphysical realm, pushing and forcing more changes in the physical. So really take care of your body, eat better during these days, okay? Take more inventory of your dreams while Virgo is there, because Virgo has the ability to bring those dreams and plant them and plant seeds and harvest in reality. What are they trying to show you? And it's a better time, it's a more clear time to do it before we leave off into different signs. So let me go back up to, I think Jamie was the next that I remember seeing, and then Sabrina. All right, I had a continent dream that a flood was coming, another one, right?
Another flood.
Another flood. I just bowed my head and started praying to God in my dream. And then she said, then last night, a dream of a huge crystal.
That's good.
It was chalcopyrite, and I have that right here. Yo, that's so crazy. I'm about to show you in a second. It was chalcopyrite. All right. So I went to my altar and put it in my bra for the day. Laugh out loud. Did you put it in your left boob or your right boob? Okay, because that matters.
Okay, so
What do you for that? And then, oh, I see secret too. What do you have for that, Shireen?
Okay, so again, that's dealing with the emotional tidal waves that are hitting everybody. And that's just surrender. Praying to God is to surrender. And then the crystal is to find a solution, and it's to find clarity. Crystals are clear, they're clarity, clear energy. So it's kind of like, it's like self-healing and healing from God, from the world, whatever you believe in. So it's kind of very fast and fleeting, whereas some people's flood dreams have been a bit more chaotic, but that's more fast and fleeting because of the surrender, which was what I was trying to say. The less we resist all of this, the faster we move through it. Both here in this waking world and in the sleep field. There's a lot of fear, like a lot of fear is being faced. It's a very common theme I'm seeing.
So she did put the chalcopyrite, which, oh crap, my bad. Where y'all going? Hello. She did put the chalcopyrite, which I said, this looks like this. I mean, it can always change a little bit. Every crystal can, right? They're natural rocks on the earth, but this is chalcopyrite. A lot of times there's some blue hues. She put it in her left boob. Is there anything that might mean for you? The crystal she put in her left?
The left is the feminine. So again, it's emotional. You just can't escape the fact that this is all very emotionally based stuff, you know? And it's like we're all picking up on each other's emotions. The veil between each other's emotions collectively is crumbling as well, Pernell. And sometimes we're feeling things and we're picking up on people and we're thinking they're ours.
Yo, that's so important, because this is what the psychological and the dream warfare has been happening, where I've been recognizing very clearly that people have been planting themselves in my dreams. Okay, people have been planting false evidence in my dreams. And, you know, like I said, I'm currently in the 12th house right now with Mercury. So my mind is very astute to these things right now. And I'm having to really discern and be like, that's just not mine, or this is collective, or nope, this is collective, but this part is specifically for me, right? And it's like, what do you feel about that? Is it possible? Is it possible for people to plant themselves in your dreams, or plant little, you know, nuggets or things that are false or things that are theirs?
Okay, so what I have to say about this is that people get very paranoid about the dream field. There's rules. Just as there's rules here, there's probably more rules there. And, you know, your discernment is worked like an intuitive muscle as it is here. It is there. And people might try and hide some things like their face or their name, but only your discernment will, you'll know, I know this energy. I know what it is, or I know who it is. But that's you working that muscle. Either you put in that work or you don't. Your feeling is what matters. But really and truly, there's so many different timelines that you're going to. You could be even looking at possible timelines. And we're always helping each other in different timelines and helping ourselves as well. So we need to steer away from the paranoid kind of side of it, because it's given it all a very bad stigma. I don't really vibe with that kind of thing, because it's about getting past the fear. Your higher self will always have your back. So
yeah, no, I hear that. You know, for me, it felt more like a cool thing, to be honest, that like the discernment piece you were speaking about, like to recognize, like, does this belong? Does this not belong? Did this actually come from my consciousness? And it's like, for me, it doesn't feel harmful. It doesn't feel, if anything, it feels like having a Pluto in the 12th house, like I'm literally here to support those things. It doesn't feel like a threat or a danger. It feels like I'm doing my job more so. And by recognizing which are not mine, which are mine. I did. So I wanted to definitely clarify that. I never thought of it as a negative notion. I thought of it more as the next person is not willing or able to understand that part of themselves or their dreams themselves. So they're placing it in my space so that I can speak that message even on a live where I don't know who I'm always talking to.
Yeah. You're frozen. Froze.
Okay, am I back?
You're back.
Wow. You know, I love when this happens in some ways. The frequency is wow. Okay. We're bringing in too many waves. We're bringing in too much realness. And sometimes
There's
things
too
like
much
that,
energy.
too much energy, too much energy. Wow, 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 wow. I actually love it. You know, this is one of those excitement moments. So
Yeah.
forgive me for that. Wi-Fi just went out on all different channels. I swear I went on everything. Okay, so let me try to check in with who was next? Who did I say? I did Jamie. Right?
Jamie.
Yep, we did Jamie, and then I said Sabrina. And then,
Oh, Sabrina saw something about dogs.
Okay, cool. So I had so many dreams in real life this past week. One of them was a big black dog followed me. Okay. Yo, come on,
Yo.
Come on. I hear somebody saying Mercury retrograde. We are in retrograde shadow. I'm not gonna lie. So Jamie said, you know, a moment to reflect in silence.
Yeah.
Listen, we're not gonna let it stop us. We're not gonna let it stop us. So what do you have? Did you hear me what I said last time about the big black dog? It was aggressive, it bit her in the right hand. The difference between getting bit in a dream versus not getting bit, let's say by a dog specifically. What do you have for us? How are you interpreting this right now?
Okay, so without a doubt, a black dog is somebody untrustworthy. And if it's your shadow or if it's following you, you have to watch your own sense of trust or where you're placing your trust. And if it's to bite you, it's not a great sign. It just means somebody could hurt you, but it wouldn't be detrimental. It would just be, you know, somebody could hurt you. A dog is meant to be a loyal thing. So when it's black, it's in its shadow. And if it's following you around, it's just not somebody you can trust. I have to be honest.
Hey, no, I appreciate the realness. This is what we said about dreams. You know, they have no barriers, right? Astral realms, there's no barriers, there's no borders, there's no line. Okay, the message is the message. No. The message is the message. Everything we don't want to believe in our real waking life, our dreams are trying to help us. They are our guides, they are our friends. All right. So I wanted to kind of reiterate. It's the what?
It's the whole truth.
It's the whole truth. The whole truth. Definitely hit the like button, hit the thumbs up if you're vibing with this so far. Okay, we're gonna break the internet with this one. I can feel it. So we might as well just keep it going. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Secret, are you still here? I don't even know if Sabrina is still here either, because I know she's in Thailand. So God knows what time it is right now. I mean, it has to be like 12 hours from now, 13 hours. So that's like 1 in the morning almost, or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe she's not actually here still, but Secret, if you're here, give us a thumbs up. We're gonna take in yours. She said that I used to have this dream that I was on a roller coaster. And by the way, I just dropped in the chat again, Shireen's booking, all right? So if you wanna get a more personalized understanding of your dreams, I wanna try to keep it flowing and try to help as many people as we can live with this, as well as people that are watching the replay who might have had similar dreams, because a lot of this is collective. So we might be having some similar, so, you know, take it in, but if you want something more specific, more potent, okay, more right on the head with you, go back and forth with Shireen, check out her booking link, all right? And hit the thumbs up. So we have Secret, was what's on next. And she says, I used to have this dream that I was on a roller coaster that would not stop. Okay, wow, here we go. That just gave me a little ooh. All right, I was trying to scream, but no sound would come out. Okay. Yeah, we're talking. I felt this one early. It happened at the exact same way every time. Happened in the exact same every time. And that's all she said so far. So what do we have right now?
Okay, so you've got to remember the vehicle that you're in a dream is representing you as well. So being on a roller coaster you can't get off is being in a situation that is completely chaotic and terrifying and that you can't get away from. But it's also your subconscious. The reason why you'd be having that frequently, it would be warning you of something that's coming around again to, you know, to prevent you from getting back into that situation, so as to not make the same mistake twice, 3 times, whatever. But it's just, think about it. You're on a roller coaster you can't get off of, you're stuck. So, this is again very into the collective theme, Pernell, with the emotional stuff, because it's like being you're just pulled into chaos. You can't get off until the ride stops, you know. So when you're having that repetitively, either there's 2 scenarios. You keep getting into a situation that is, as they say, an emotional roller coaster, or it's trying to prevent you from getting back into that same situation again.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Very, very simple. And Secret, I know you. I've worked with you in different avenues, so I know if you heard that for sure, if you're still here, that it resonates. I mean, I'm gonna leave it there because the rest is for you. That's all private. So I'm gonna take A Suji next. All right. A Suji, where you checking in from in the world? Sabrina, happy to help. All right. Jamie, glad to see you here. Everybody that's in this chat, everybody supporting, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for taking your votes. Thank you for hitting those thumbs up. All right. Thank you for giving your divided attention and sharing private parts of your life so that we can help the people. Okay. This is literally Aquarius. Like, you know, when Aquarius shares, it no longer is bound and trapped by despair, anxiety, depression. Okay, anxiety of what's to come in the future, not knowing, but it wants to know, so it acts real crazy, right? The despair of like, it has no choices, it's locked, it's bound, it's restricted. Understand that the moon is going directly over Saturn and Aquarius right now. So this is not an easy time. It's not an easy day, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's also a Jupiter day, so it's like our beliefs, you know, trying to find the most optimistic way to look at what's very terrible in some sense, but helpful in the bigger, in the larger sense. All right. So collectively, Shireen, what I want to say as I get to Asuji next, is there any dream that you've been having that you want to share with the collective, like a collective dream that seems very important for the people to hear?
Yes.
All right, hit us. Hit me.
Okay, so I had this expansion dream just about 4 days ago. And again, it was ancestral completely. My dad that passed was there guiding me. And I was standing in a massive boat. And the sea was just black, as calm as you like. And there was guards, protectors everywhere. And then suddenly this jellyfish, like orange jellyfish, the size of a spacecraft, start coming from the sky down over the ship. And I thought, oh my God, it was terrifying. And then it's very strange. It turned into like a saving rafter, but the size of a spaceship. Now I had a lot of time to think about this, and it was very psychedelic looking. But when we dream, we create DMT anyway. So we do have that to remember. So I was trying to think about this. So initially it looked like a threat because it's a giant jellyfish, but it turned into something that saves people from drowning in the sea. Okay. And I was with my dad. So he's my protector, and there were other protectors there on the ship. And basically what it's trying to say is, from the collective space, this message was coming from the collective space, that whatever it is we're afraid of, that it's going to hurt, sting, be painful, whatever it is, once it's, like I said, not resisted, becomes the very thing that saves us. And it's ancestral because it's coming from something that's from the water. Jellyfish, anything from before humans is ancestral.
Why jellyfish?
I don't know. That's what I was shown. That's what I was shown. I've never seen anything like it.
So jellyfish has a certain transparency to it, no?
Has a certain transparency to it, but is highly, highly dangerous. And again, it's water related, but it's related to our ancestral. It's just related to everything we came from as mammals, you know, as humans, from the water and from the land, and it was in reverse because that should have been in the water.
Right.
So what I got from it was the collective message from the mind getting grounded.
Yeah, that makes total sense as we're Mercury retrograde. Why? Because we've already had these things happen while Mercury was in Virgo. Okay, reality comes to the mind. And then it went into where it's at now. Okay, so we already are in shadow. We're in Mercury's shadow right now. So it's already in this wind back, but it's in Libra. So we have the masculine, logical, clear mind now to see what the feminine mind, Virgo and Mercury, was trying to show us what to get rid of, trying to help us to process what doesn't belong in our dream space, what doesn't belong in our reality and waking space that's blocking us in the dream astral realm. But we're going to retrograde back into Virgo. So the reason why this matters is because 2 days ago, yesterday, I think even, or the day before, the moon was in Capricorn, going over what? Permanent transformations in Pluto and Capricorn. And that is ancestry, all right? That activates our ancestors. So that has a lot to do with it. And I do know jellyfish has something to do with survival. So the fact that it was in this overt reverse, and the fact that the water was reversed as well, it's shown me like that as above, so below concept. But, you know, I feel like, again, it's one more, it's just another shift of perspective for us to see it as above, so below, in reverse, right?
Exactly.
Right. So it's like what may have been hard to see in dream world before and easy to see on earth because we have physical eyes, now it's easier to see in dream world, and we're just being forced to embrace it in the real world, even though it may still be foggy here on earth. You know what I'm saying? Because so I'm getting this reverse of senses almost, like we're switching the senses so that we can. This is what I feel Uranus and Taurus, the body's intuition, and having a cosmic upload, a cosmic upgrade to understand what is, because I see this for myself in my waking life. Like my body's intuition has just been on fucking fire. I'm like, listen, right now, I'm gonna openly say it, it's really not the time to fuck with me in any way, shape, or form. Like I'm just on point. Like I'm telling you up front, like I've had other times where I'm a lot foggier, I'm a lot more cloudy. This is not that time. And there's a reason for it. Like I know very clearly like that maybe it's really just for me. Maybe it's for me to even say aloud for somebody else to hear somehow, some way. And it's gonna, maybe you're recognizing that you're more clear in these days with your intuition than you ever have been. And you should be right now, theoretically. All right. Because if you're not, I feel like this is a lot of what this collective dream with the floods and everything about. It's like, now is the time where masks are coming off. If you're wearing a mask, and if you have another mask underneath the mask, and then a third mask underneath the fourth mask, and then a fifth mask underneath the sixth mask, understand that they're all going to shred away. And, you know, you can't hide forever. I'm going to promise you this, for the next 6 months, all of your shit will be exposed. Okay. This is us going into the dark retrospection. All right. The sun signs are going out, all right? Aries to Virgo. Virgo is the last one in the day. Understand that. So once Libra hits, the sun has already set. It's already getting dark. Then you got Scorpio. Everybody know how dark it can get there. And we're going to keep going all the way to Pisces, right? So for the next 6 months until March 21st, to be serious and to be honest and not to scare you, I don't want to fear monger you, but I want you to be prepared that the reason astrology exists, the reason why somebody like me has a job is I can early warning. The reason why Shireen has a job, she can early warning through dreams or astral realms or me through astrology to show you what's to come. So you don't need to panic. You don't need to look at this and fret and feel like, oh my God, my life is falling apart. You can just say, look, this is just already a non-negotiable. Okay, spirit is in the way right now. And the spirit is saying, look, I'm taking the reins for a little bit for everything that you didn't do in your real waking life because you had the chance. Whether you did it or you didn't, whether you did the healing or not, okay, whether you're doing the dream journaling or not, whether you're getting the proper sleep, eating proper foods, taking care of your physical body, taking care of your health, all these things that we've just been saying, like, I mean, it's just on my channel. So everybody watching, you gotta know, it's now at a point where we're being forced to surrender. And that's what I think Jamie's dream was collective as well. And it was a clear indication, forced to surrender.
Yeah, absolutely, Pernell, yeah.
So J-Lo, what's up, girl? I see you. Thank you, everybody in here, for hitting that thumbs up. I do appreciate you tremendously. Drop the thumbs up. I'm going to drop one more time in the chat, Shireen's dream link. All right, if you want to get a personal dream reading with her, it's a good time to do it. We're in that season where, you know, things are just more clear than ever. I want you to understand that the dream realm works from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. That's where it's most potent, right? That's Pisces house. That's the 12th house of dreams. So today, for example, I woke up at 3:50 in the morning. Yeah. And I woke up and I wrote my dream down and I recorded it. And I went back to sleep because it was way too early for me, quite frankly. And I knew I had this call and I was like, nah, I got to come on here fresh. You're going to feel what Aquarius, this responsibility energy right now. Okay. Capricorn moon just passed. It's just, I have responsibilities right now that are non-negotiable. Okay. Saturn is on my ass. I have a Saturn in Aquarius. I can't play with this. So what I'm saying is dreams are from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I have adjusted my schedule so that at 9 p.m., all devices are off. I'm not watching TV past 9. I'm not on my phone past 9. All devices are off because I don't use an alarm clock and I'm waking up on purpose around 6 a.m. to record my dreams, to wake up. I'm taking it very serious right now because I understand that I have this responsibility. Quite frankly, it's an obligation that I feel like I take proudly right now. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm proudly taking on this collective responsibility and I have no issues to fight with that right now. But what I want to say is I'm waking at 6 on purpose, knowing that my dreams are more potent and then I can remember and take a lot more and see more clearly rather than, 8, 9 o'clock. We're stepping into different time frames, right? It's like from 6 to 8 is Aries time in astrology. It's Aries. And then once you're waking up past 8, you're now in Taurus. So now it's a really lazy time. Anywhere from 8 to 10 in the morning, it's a very lazy time. It's a hard time to wake up. It's a hard time to move. Once you get up past 8, very hard. I mean, you all have different lives, different schedules, so you do what you do. But if you wake up from 6 to 8, you're in an area in life. You're gonna get your first spark. All right, you're gonna have those alpha waves pumping for you very easily, and you can take action on what you got from the data, right? I mean, from the theta and the delta waves in your dream state. So I just want to kind of help you out with that in a practical, physical world thing. of how can you better take the most and absorb the most, unless you're just already up and you're on the other side. Because I used to wake up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, more consistently in phases of my life, where I wasn't on the other end, I was before it. So it can happen either or. Like today was a prime example. I woke up at 4 in the morning, 3:50 to be exact.
Yeah. It will happen stronger and stronger. I just have to say this, Pernell, because the irony of what I do and having a very long history of insomnia meant that I could only sleep when I could sleep. And it could be daytime, nighttime, anytime. And I would just get like, here we go, we're gone. We're just gone. As soon as I fell asleep, I'm into the astral realm, just like that. And that's how fast this is. I know you're very disciplined, you're Virgo moon, and you're given absolute great advice at the dream time hours, the REM time hours. But this is going to start happening at any time now, because it's growing very fast. People's awareness and consciousness, subconsciousness is knocking on their doors a lot more now, and even this collective theme, this happened the last time, is a sign of that. Nearly everything was to do with water.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading a flood comment right now from J-Lo in New York. In real life, the floods were happening in New York City.
Yeah. So it's going to skyrocket, literally, no pun intended, for everybody if they're paying attention. And all you have to do is say, I want to remember. And your subconscious will go, got you. I got you. That's wants you to remember.
That's the key. And you're waking. And I'm reading a dream book right now as we speak, actually, like here and there, taking it in bits and pieces so I can retain it. And, you are not at the mercy of your dreams. That's what I want to remind us. They're here to help you. Okay. They're not here to give you nightmares. They're not here to make you scared or afraid. They're here to help you. And you can be more intentional. I'm literally telling myself, hey, dreamer or astral realm, I would like to understand what is the shift in my career happening. Can you give me some hints? Can you give me some clues to come back with in my waking day? Wake me, wake me. I don't care if I have to wake at an unorthodox time to take this next dream. Wake me. And you can do that throughout the whole day. It helps, again, before bed. But if you're doing it throughout the whole day, the more you're affirming this, that you're talking to your soul, you're talking to your spirit, and you're saying, I am ready. I'm ready for this blessing. I'm ready, because 12th house, dream house, is blessings. And remember, the 12th house takes, I'm not going to lie to you, but it always gives you more than it takes. All right. You heard what I just said. Everybody with 12th house placement, that 12th house takes. All my life, I've witnessed very clearly, things just get taken, and it's like non-negotiable. But I also have to, in Virgo season, recognize, where did I see the mistakes in this, and how did it lead me back to gratitude? Where then gratitude show me, no, P, don't you get it twisted. It has given you more than it has taken. I have gained so much more. I've been blessed so much more than what has been taken. So this has been part of my 12th house rewiring. And I had to realize, where was I having negative self-talk personally? That's some of the stuff my dreams are showing me, is like, look, bro, get this jump right, because we're going to start having to cause you some physical waking pain. All right, if you don't. And so I just want to say, realize that you don't have to suffer. Okay. You don't have to suffer. Right now, karmic relationships are at an all-time high, and they're being revealed. Deception is being revealed. I'm not going to lie to you. It's at an all-time high. Open enemies is Libra. So the mind is on Mercury and Libra, right? That's open enemies. So I'm not going to lie. Okay. They're right. They're not even really hiding right now. They're not hidden. Not all of them. There is some Piscean energy. There's some 12th house energy in the sky. But right now, Libra is more personally impacting us. Mercury is a personal impact. Okay. So I wanted to kind of say that, especially if you're a Scorpio rising, I'm not going to lie to you. This is a time, take more time to yourself and realize you don't have to explain it. And I'm really embracing that for my own life. It's like that I'm not explaining so much anymore. I'm not wasting my energy to explain things some more. I'm starting to realize that sometimes I just don't want to talk. Sometimes I just want to be in my thoughts, right? And it's happening at a heightened level while I'm in the 12th house. I just not want to talk to people. I'm not wanting to have useless conversations. You know, I'm blocking my time off better and better and better. I'm setting up more and more boundaries in the relationships that I have. And it's really paying dividends. And especially because dreams are right now very potent. So I want to give y'all a quick little put on game. Jupiter, all right, naturally is the traditional ruler of Pisces. Pisces is the house of dreams, everything we're talking about right now. All right, it's the natural traditional house along with Sagittarius. So whoever my Sag girl was, Roman's world, this is important for you as well. Check your Sag placement. The reason I bring that up is Jupiter is in Aries, but it's in retrograde. Do we know where we're retrograding back to? Pisces. Jupiter was in Pisces. Now, this is important because I have a video somewhere on my channel and it says Jupiter in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So check that video. The reason is that was one of the grand conjunctions with the same effect in power as the 2020 lockdown. Though that was different, right? That was Saturn in Aquarius banging off with, I don't know, somebody else. Pluto and Cap, I think. I don't know what 2021 was, so I'm not going to get lost. But it has the same power. So you see how that globally changed the direction of the world forever? All right, I want you to understand that this Jupiter going back into Pisces, it will officially be there in like another month to 2 months, maybe max, I forget. And it's going to be there until December this year when it goes back into Aries. But it won't really make sense when it's out until it's out of retrograde until January 2023. But the reason I'm bringing this up is this was helping us to break into these astral realms. This is a lot of Shireen collective dreams, so take notice, where the as above, so below went in reverse.
Yeah, manifested from above.
Manifested from above here.
Because that's what happens. The dream field shows you what's coming, and then we catch up and we manifest it here. We get the news last.
We get the news last. Elijah, what's up, dude? I see you. You at work. Holy energy. What's going on? Sabrina, gang, Gemini in the 12th house, Cancer rising. Jupiter in Aries too. Hello. Good to see y'all. All right. Tell us your dreams. What I'm going to say is, again, hit the thumbs up. Definitely hit the like button. I'm dropping Shireen's link. If you personally want, because we're just shifting through people. We're here to give you more of a collective message. So I won't break it on too much longer. If you want something more personal, you want something more direct, definitely go ahead, see Shireen. She's here to help, all right? You see how much of a master she is at interpreting these dreams, interpreting these realms. I see a Leo 12th house. I feel like I got a lot of hidden secrets in the Astros, most definitely. I mean, Rainbow Rock, what's going on? Good to see you, supporting. I do want to make the mention again that I did launch officially memberships on my YouTube. To be honest, I didn't make any official announcement, all right? I have more cleanup, background work to do on that, but I'm making the shifts. I'm taking less one-on-ones, all right? And I'm doing more group. I'm kind of following what my dreams is telling me as well. And it's telling me very clear, P, fuck with communities. I mean, point blank, period. It's like, Pernell, start memberships, run memberships, period. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to make shifts in my own career. This is how Uranus and Taurus is impacting me, right? Money, physical resources, right? And that is now shifting into having the community that already is in existence take one more step into memberships, where I can find ways to give people the same information I'm giving, who want the details, who want the real, because that's just who I am, but without having to necessarily, I mean, because right now, like an astrology reading is $288, and that's just now. And normally it's in the $500 range, right? So that's just now, but I understand very clearly everybody cannot do that, right? I understand that very clear. That's not for everybody. So this is one of the reasons I'm running memberships. This is one of the earliest announcements. There are more that's going to happen with that, but they do exist. I did create my own emojis, which I'm really excited about. All right. I did create my own badges. So I am really excited about that. So thank you for anybody that joins in and supports that. I want to say love. All right. What do we have next? Is there any dreams that I missed? I think Asugi was the one I was supposed to come back for. Okay, my cat, is that what it's saying? My cat's guiding me? Let me see if that's the first one. Okay, what about when you can feel the feeling of your dream, but you cannot recall the actual dream? So that was the starter. And then Asugi said something a little bit deeper in. It says, my cat's guiding me to safety. or out away from danger that I'm evading. All right, so Shireen, what about that so far? Like, if you feel the feeling of the dream, but you may not fully remember, is there anything significant about that?
Okay, the feeling of the dream is actually more important most of the time, okay? The symbols, symbology, situations, all of that stuff is very, very important, but the feeling of the dream is very important. I missed something you said, Pernell. What did you say?
I'll come right back. Is there about the cats?
Yeah. Was
She
she
said,
in the dream?
he or she, I don't know if it's a black guy or girl, so forgive me. It says, my cats guide me to safety or out of the way from danger that I'm evading.
Okay, so your cat is your intuition. Cats are intuitive. All right. So also, cats are actually an animal that people astral travel with deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
I astral with my birds. He's a cockatiel, and they're very strong in the astral field. There's a link I can send you about that, actually, Pernell. But
Okay.
that dream meaning is basically follow your intuition. It's that simple. And I did see someone say they don't remember their dreams, Sabrina. So the best thing to do, Sabrina, is just, like I said, tell yourself, I want to remember, and you will remember, because the subconscious will take that command because it wants you to remember. It's trying to communicate with you every time you sleep. And every person that I've said this to has remembered their dreams. They start remembering their dreams. It just needs to, you just need to switch the button on, connect.
Gemini in the 12th is tough. I do see you, Sabrina. You got a stellium in the 12th house, especially in Gemini. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, girl. I don't know if this is really for you or not. I'm just gonna say open because something told me with that, like, get a therapist. Somehow, some way, whatever that means for you, okay? I don't even know what the hell that came from, to be honest. When I saw Gemini in the 12th and I saw a 12th house stellium, specifically Gemini being the thoughts, the mind, it can be very tough for Gemini to be in the 12th because the 12th is a completely endless house. So on the curiosity aspect, Gemini in the 12th can just continue to roam curiously and learn a whole bunch of things. But Gemini is also 7 years old, and it's very scary for a 7-year-old child to be caught in the endless, okay? To be caught in where karma ends. It's like a 7-year-old kid is way too young to want to stay there forever. It might want to curiously peek in there, but if it can get out, it's going to probably stay out and stay away, but it can't with Gemini and 12 from stellium. So what I'm getting is, it's like, for Sabrina, like your thoughts, the ideas you have, the communications that you share with others, a lot of times for starters, they're not even going to be yours in all sincerity. And it can be difficult to understand what are yours versus what somebody else is, even in your environment, your spatial environment is kind of projecting. It can be very tough. You can have a lot of thoughts that are just not yours. So some part of me was like, either one, take in dream interpretation with Shireen. All right, I'm dropping her comments right now, and that could really, really help. Or I don't know, you have insurance to get a therapist on your own. Otherwise, I'm gonna drop mine as well, just in case, so I can better see the aspects of your chart to see how can I support. But something about that was like, get a therapist. That's all I heard. SDA, I see you woke up, your guides. So just open YouTube, the page doesn't even have notifications, but you were sent this video. She says, thank you, Shireen, and to her guides coming in from Philly. So that's good to see, it's good to hear. Let me see what else I see here. Divinely guided. Okay, my dreams are long, vivid, and like movies. Boom. I wake up sad and anxious every time. Okay, well, that's a symbol right there. I am a Scorpio moon. Hello. And sometimes I get these jolts as if I'm falling asleep, like my heart is leaving my body. Damn.
Yeah. Okay, well, Scorpio moons have difficult lives. My mother is a Scorpio moon, and they have a rough road of it. They really do. And they're very, very spiritually inclined people, which can make it even harder if you're isolated. And the jolts is what happens with the jolt is you jump, you wake yourself up, you jump back into the body too quick. And that can happen sometimes. So we remember what we were dreaming, or because we just got here too quickly. You just jump and you breathe, and you know, you're trying to, it's like a spaceship landing or an airplane landing too fast, you know, it jolts. But the fear and the anxiety is because you're coming back to this reality. I know I've had it a lot in the past. In stressful times, it can happen when you're like, oh, I have to come back and face it again, because it's like we're free up there, you know, and then we're back and it's back to reality. So it really is like crash landing back into the waking world, that, you know, you have to face all this stuff that's bothering you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have anything to work with dream-wise really there.
Yeah,
but
me
I do
neither.
understand
No, please, you do understand.
I do understand that process of what they're saying.
Yeah, and I've met Scorpio moons, and so I am familiar. Like, it's just not an easy placement. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those things that, like, even as an astrologer, straight up, I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it. Like, when I get a reading and I see a Scorpio moon, I'm already like we're in it deep, right? Especially because, like, I have Scorpio 12th house, so it's like I'm literally forced to serve, quote unquote, any Scorpio placement. Like, wherever Scorpio is at, in whatever way it is there, it's like, this is my selfless service. So when I see Scorpio moons and I get in somebody's chart, I'm like, oh shit, we're about to go in.
Yeah, I'd say you do. I'm only learning what you know, Pernell, but it's so true.
Yeah, Scorpio moon is, it's hard to even say what's up with it, because for the private nature of the moon, first off, the moon is private. Cancer is way more private than Scorpio. So let's just get it out of our head that Scorpios are private and secretive, because first off, Cancer is much more. And so I say that to say, like, the moon is that private secret place. But now when you put Scorpio there, who does not like to necessarily share the deeper emotions, okay, it makes a very tough reality outside of dream world or outside of the hidden or the esoteric. It's a very tough world to live in, because your sensitivity is at an all-time high, along with, like, Pisces moons. But it's like Scorpios have that inclination to actually introspect enough, and a Pisces moon might just be like, yeah, this is too tough. It might just hop out of reality, and it's easier to put a mask on. But with a Scorpio moon, it's like you're inclined to not wear a mask. And it's hard because the moon allows you to wear a mask. It allows you to hide. And Scorpios do like to hide, even though they're introspecting deeply. They don't like to share what that is, right? So it can make a very tough reality, because until you start to share some of it, whatever it is, and whoever you feel safe with, which is a key critical point with the moon, you know, you got to feel safe with it. So you got to be in the right environment, especially with the right clique, the right social groups, because you're the height of the social, you're the height of the interpersonal relationships. So you just know more, and you see more, you feel more, you feel too much, quite frankly. And you see the pure intentions, you see right through the perceptions of everybody else's mask. And it can be very hard because you know who's not keeping it funky with you from the beginning. So it makes life and reality really tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's not this death sentence. I do want to say that it's not a death sentence. It's something where it's just about understanding all the aspects, the entire synthesis of your chart, the aspects that your moons are making that are harmonious, different aspects that are also harmonious. And it's about putting the focus in the right direction, because the Scorpio moon is a very big superpower. To be honest, it is a superpower. All right, it isn't its fault, it isn't its detriment, because the safest moon to have is a Taurus moon, which is the opposite. So it is a very traumatic moon. I'm not gonna lie, usually trauma is all over the place somehow, some way. But it's not a death sentence, and you have a certain responsibility that if you can figure it out in your chart by looking at the degrees, the aspects that are making to your moon, you can free yourself. All right, you can understand that rebirth process of the Scorpio in a way that is like for Shireen and myself, like as a Scorpio rising, I can say like, you know, me, myself, right? Like I go through so many transformations that there was a certain point where I couldn't avoid them anymore. This happened more when I was like 16 years old. It was like, oh shit, like I'm not gonna be able to keep, I didn't know what was happening back then, if I'm being honest. I had no idea, right? I used to just wake up screaming sometimes. I used to be in the middle of the day walking and just start screaming and then couldn't realize like, what the f is this about? And like, I was taking on, I wasn't protecting myself properly with the people that I was working with. The people that I was healing, I didn't have the proper protection, quite frankly. And so that's just me as a Scorpio rising, but it is me myself. And so it's like, what I can say is there's a certain point where every Scorpio has to get to the point where they have to embrace. And that's when it gets a lot easier, that you just will continue to transform. There's no running from that. If anything, we're the only sign forced to have to go through the transformation, period. So yeah. I hope that helped. I know it's a little bit off topic, but I just felt like, again, like I said, my 12th house Scorpio, I'm forced to surrender to everything Scorpio. Like, it's like, I have to serve it.
I know.
So what I want to say, this is a super interesting, super lovely chat. I'm getting lost in the comments a little bit. It's hard to read in this moment. I'm almost getting dizzy. So what I want to say, I'm going to close this. All right. I do want to make one more mention that I am in the process of launching memberships here on my YouTube. All right. Like I said, really excited about the handmade emojis that I've created and made. Really excited about the badges. So far, there's only 3 different tiers. All right. So I'm making shifts. I'm taking on less readings. All right. All people one-on-one. I think I locked my calendar down. So I only take 2 a month now. So if you want to be one of those 2 a month, I mean, honestly, it's just there. Right. But if not, I am putting more energy on memberships. All right. So I can just support people and kind of work with what Aquarian is asking, which is asking for social currency. Right. And so it's like $2.99 a month, $6.99 a month, $24.99 a month. Those are 3 different plans right now that are happening. All right. That's me in the space of social currency, not prioritizing money and just really trusting my dreams in all sincerity that like something has got me, right? Like one thing's being taken and then I'm being given this. Like I understand that it's a bigger blessing that I still can't fully see, but it's gonna make out. So anybody that wants to join on the YouTube memberships that I'm offering, you can just click join. And there's no welcome video yet. Like I said, it's still in those early stages, but I am gonna more and more get close to actually making official announcements. Other than that, Shireen, I wanna really bounce back into her because this is really one of her spotlights in the moment. Like she has important messages that it took us months to get on this one-on-one, but there's a reason it's happening right now. Reality is striking. I want you to take heed, take warning to all the collective dreams we heard. There's a tremendous amount of floods. All right. This is essentially Scorpio South Node. It's coming up. All right. Everybody's shit, everybody dirt, everybody's secrets, everybody, you know, things that can't stay private anymore, things you can't continue to tuck under the rug. It's here. All right. It's here. But understand the best part is it's not here to torment you. All right. South Node is a release. So even though those waters are flooding, it's just releasing emotions that should have already theoretically been released. And it doesn't mean you have to be a should, right? Maybe you needed to let it clog up a little bit. I know for myself, sometimes I need things to clog up a little bit so that it can burst through with enough force that it fully transforms, that I can really release it and it doesn't have to come back in some subconscious or some hidden way, right? So it's not even a bad thing. None of this is good or bad. But understand it's bringing us to Taurus in the north. It's bringing us to peace. It's bringing us to harmony. So every dream I've had with the meteors being on fire, all right, ending the entire world, and kind of like Jamie, I was like, I'm just looking at it through a window and I'm just like, all right, it's happening again. Like, and it's just that simple, like structures, ancestral structures, ancestral cages and restrictions, us looking at our ancestral trauma as a bad thing and ignoring that they come with gifts. I said this on my message of the day, you have ancestral gifts, right? My past life is in Cancer 8th house. There's a shit ton of gifts that has come with me from the metaphysical, all right? 2 water signs. As a fire energy, primary fire this year, it's like there's a tremendous amount of gifts that are coming from that, right? So it's not just about the bad that's happening. Actually, all of this is about recognizing the mistakes in our thought patterns and our mental patterns and how we're interpreting our dreams. Recognize the mistakes and see them with soft, compassionate eyes. See them right now through a lens of love. see this through love. This is not something, nothing in this message is to fear. Everything about this message today is to see through a compassionate lens, a lens of love. And then when we do that, we see now the mistakes as our path back to gratitude. And this is what this is all about. And I really want to clarify, like, it's a path back to gratitude.
Absolutely, Pernell. It's like you said, we're at a tipping point, and it's time. Time is up now for certain things. It's a clear ending, and it's a release of a lot of the old. I can't really go on to say much more than you've covered most of it and yourself. So just everyone, you know, just release all that stuff and don't be afraid. There's a lot of this is illusionary fear, you know, false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
You know, and we can be terrified of our emotions and thoughts, but that's all they are, you know. And once that's dealt with, then we have this newness, we have this space, but that space, like, it can't be filled until there's enough room. We have to empty out all the other stuff, like Pernell was saying. So it's just about releasing fears or what we think are fears and preparing for something better, you know, to take its place within ourselves. And here in this world, the conscious is moving really quick. It's got no more time to wait. Everyone's got to move.
And that's the pressure right now. The pressure is exactly that. Like I said, Jupiter's in retrograde going back into Pisces. So it's we're being reminded on what are we reflecting on as for our beliefs that were formed at some point. Okay, so if there's a subconscious is Pisces, okay, 12th house is subconscious, so likely childhood, right? That's 97% of why you're doing what you're doing on a daily, at least scientifically spoken, right? And so your dreams are really guiding you. Like she said, there is a tremendous amount of pressure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you for the next 6 months. Yep. It's dark outside. I've been saying that. I've been trying to warn people of that. But again, the warning is not to fear. The warning is to prepare. And I've been seeing a lot of fours in my dreams as well. And that's one of the things in tarot. I think fours in all suits are about preparation, right? That's one of the key elements. And even in tarot decks, like when you pull those fours, the fours in your dreams, it's preparation. It's emotional preparation, right? That's a lot of what's happening for starters. Ourselves emotionally preparing, because preparing in the dream world is very different than preparing in the physical world. And it has a very big difference of preparing mentally, which is also another part. Preparing mentally is somehow in conjunction with getting your mind and your heart in cohesion, okay? To have it become more cohesive, to have it become more synchronized. So that's preparing emotionally, preparing your heart, okay? It takes courage, all right, to address these emotions that you or I have stuck in the past, that's stuck under a rug. It takes courage to address our true selves, ourselves without the mask. And dreams are just one of the things that are really helping. So this message really feels important for me. It feels so special. I'm so grateful, honestly, to have Shireen here on the channel with me. This feels like a true honor. Like, I'm almost getting teary-eyed right now.
I'm honored, and I feel the importance of this message as much as you do, Pernell. And that 4 that you're seeing is also the structure and the building, the structure, the building, the security, all of that stuff. And preparing is very important, like you said. And I'm excited because things are changing for the better. After, behind the fear, there's always some great thing that we're just too afraid to look at, or we're too comfortable with the old to release it for the new. So get uncomfortable comfortable being uncomfortable. We just have to let go of the old stuff. We have to embrace this chaos or fear or whatever for it to pass. And a lot of good is coming to the surface. I can feel that energy. I'm sure you can too, Pernell.
Honestly, that's a little bit why I've been isolated more, because it's taking me that much more time in my privacy, to be honest, to discern, how do I best support not only myself and not to get entrenched and drown, basically, and a lot of other people, but how do I support? And this is why I'm forced to start these things like memberships. In all sincerity, it's I literally feel it. I'm like in every way, shape, or form, I'm being forced to start memberships, to start making, you know, money in more social manners, right? More social manner. I feel it. And a lot of why that's happening is why I'm being forced to take some time alone, more in my own private thoughts, is to really get to know myself better. And so I recommend this for everybody, like get to know yourself more intimately. I'm trying in this process, and I'm getting more intimate with myself so that I can better discern, so I can better judge, you know, what is just not mine, so that I can better support, help, and aid in everybody going through everything you're going through. So the reason that's all happening is like, yes, Shireen is just right on point. Like it's getting real scary outside. Like it's getting tough. Things are very tense. All the squares are squares for a reason. Like it is tense. I'm not going to try to lie to you. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. But understand that these astrological trends do exist so that we can prepare, so that we can emotionally become more responsible for our own emotions, for our own everyday, for what we're building, for our personal contribution. All of this is being asked of us to come together as a people, because March 2023, Pluto is in Aquarius. Okay? Capricorn blows up. That means that we are going to transform as a people, as a society, as a large group. So all these beginning steps, it's just creating enough pressure to reveal what is false, what is no longer necessary, what supported you at a point, but is now beginning to hold you and drag you down. All right.
It makes so much sense. It just goes hand in hand. And I'm just honored, you know, that you have all this knowledge and wisdom that can, you know, complement everything else everyone here has said. And it works so hand in hand together, you know. And I'm the honored one to be here, Pernell. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's call it this. Let's call it you know, let's call it seeing eye to eye, you know.
Mutual. It's mutual.
Yeah, let's just call it that. And that's a lot of what energetically is being asked of, especially as we step into, this is an Aquarius moon. Okay, Aquarius is groups. It is here to support humanity with the cosmic intelligence. All right. So what I'm saying is, like, I can't do it alone. Point blank period. Shireen can't do it alone. Point blank period. You know, and I had to learn this as Scorpio risings. We're rising. Somebody put up a meme the other day, and it helped me understand so much. It was like Mars is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So mind you, I have 3 Aries placements, and they're all personal, right? They're all personal planets, but I'm a Scorpio rising. And I had to understand that the difference with Mars owns Aries and Scorpio, yet however, they operate very differently, right? Aries, which I've done most of my life, when something is wrong, when it's off, will go up to your front door and just knock you in your mouth. And that's my real life. Scorpio sends other people to go do that bidding for them. And that's what I had to learn. This is the importance of interpersonal relationships. It's like, I don't have to go knock on everybody's door anymore. I'm having to learn how to rewire that potential, that pattern of thinking, that pattern of being, that pattern of feeling, okay? That awareness about, I don't need to fight all these battles, because I used to, if I'm being serious, take them on proudly, with pride. But I realize now that, like, in order for me to support humanity, I can't take things so personal anymore. And I have to really learn, I'm saying this openly, like, I'm learning how to use and so be supported by other people. This is, again, one more reason why, like, no matter how I try to slice and dice it, the memberships are like on the forefront of my mind.
That's amazing. Like, amazing. Well done.
Yeah. Ooh, that felt good to say.
Yeah, well done, man. That's brilliant, you know. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, really is.
I do feel it.
Really happy for you.
I do feel it. So check Shireen. Let me drop her links one more time. Shireen, all right, what's happening with Instagram? I dropped what I dropped, but
yeah,
what's going on with it? Like, what do you want them on the Shireen? You want them on the Prophetica, or do you want them on your Shireen journal?
Prophetica would be fine. I was going to get rid of the channel, but I had a feeling to keep it. So yeah, that's fine. I have that on Facebook as well.
Crap, because I have in here, I don't have it readily available right now. I have the Shireen.
Oh, that's okay.
Dream.
That's okay.
I have the Shireen Dream. So for now, what I'm going to do, because your name will always also be your name, find her on Instagram, all right, at Shireen Dream. And then from there, it connects to your Prophetica, no?
It does, but I have the Dream with Shireen channel on YouTube.
So YouTube is your main boo.
For the Dream channel.
Oh, okay. So, let me.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They can find me anywhere, and either or is good. Either or.
But this is a part of the whole purpose of me supporting others who are also supporting me to go ahead and get your real channel. So I'm going to type, What is your Dream channel? Can you tell me that? What's the name?
Dream with Shireen.
Okay, boom. I like it. Dream with Shireen.
A friend of mine thought of that name for me, so.
It's super simple. I'm already subscribed, so that's super dope. Oh, you have the dream that we did. I saw you put that up too. All right.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop Dream with Shireen in the chat. I want y'all to check her out. Tiffany, what's up? If anybody did not get a chance to share their personal dream on this, and you want to, at this point, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to definitely check out Shireen's channel. We did as many as we can energetically while still, honoring and respecting ourselves and what we need for ourselves. So, and I've been having to really learn that, to not overextend, not to go too far, because Lord knows I'd be going too far sometimes. So I'm putting Dream with Shireen right here.
And Prophetica is good to anyone that finds me there. It's all related, Pernell. So
cool.
It's all related.
I just dropped, brackets are not allowed. I just dropped Dream with Shireen, all right, in the chat. That's her YouTube channel. And you're gonna see, actually, the first thing you're gonna see is when we did back Scorpio eclipse, all right, which is coming, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It's coming, I promise you, it's coming. This is actually a healing session we did, no?
It was the live dream reads, and you did a release. Do you remember Earl was there?
Yep.
Yeah. So that was really good, Pernell. I took a clip from that and put it there, and people can have a look at that.
Yeah. So I just dropped it right now, the Scorpio eclipse. So if you want to check in with what was happening, the reason why that's important, why it matters, in all sincerity, a lot of these floods that are coming up, it's all South Node in Scorpio. Okay, let's just be real. Amazing. That Scorpio eclipse was in May. The next one is coming, a new moon in Scorpio, in October. At the same time that Mars and Gemini goes retrograde. This is, I'm not gonna like you, it's about to get real, okay? Like, I'm just trying to be serious, but again, not to fearmonger, more so to just prepare you. Start dealing with your emotions. Start taking your healing serious. Recently, I just did and I feel so much more free. I feel so much more liberated. For 7 days, I had 7 pink candles, and for 7 days, I just did a little candle magic, and I put an intention behind each candle. I let it burn all the way through, top to bottom. All things related to, whatever wounds that I faced on my own personal heart, whatever wounds that I needed to go through, to remember lessons from past lives, to remember my skills and abilities, to remember what is my purpose and why I'm here. And, I locked my heart in some ways so that I didn't get to remember certain things and come back to myself until certain timelines. So I just really recently did 7 days. And this could have been a lot of things. I forget what, I'm gonna keep my intention on manifestations to myself, but I did write out 7 different things. All right. I'm gonna keep them to myself because that's just where I'm at right now in life. Like, I'm just learning, like, I don't want to say anything and everything anymore on the internet, like, because
no, you're better off.
I'm better off, Like I said, I had to learn how to stop going head to head with people as in Aries and allow myself to be supportive of our community. So everybody in the chat, I want y'all to support each other. Everybody drop some hearts, drop like 6, 7 hearts, as many hearts as you can, as many different colors as you can. Just drop some hearts in the chat and just show the support and love for everybody that is dealing with and going through the same collective dreams, all right? Who's lucid dreaming, who's going through sleep paralysis, who's dealing with, demons and monsters in your waking life, all right? Who's struggling with the whole fact that as above, so below is now as below, so above, like Shireen's collective dream. For anyone who came in on the later end, I think that this is important. Shireen, do you have the energy and the breath to say one more time, what was the collective dream that you had that about the alien ship, the raft, the flood, that if you were to just one more time wrap that up, even in a shorter format, what do people need to know about this collective unconsciousness, this collective subconscious dreams that are playing around with us?
I can put it into one sentence, and that would be, what we are perceiving as a threat is what's going to save us. If we just stop resisting. Our ancestors have our backs, we're protected, and we need to stop with the fear.
I'm gonna type that.
It's just that simple.
Because it sounded that simple. It sounded great. It was lovely.
Yeah.
What we're perceiving as a threat is here to save us.
Yeah.
We must stop with the fear.
Yeah.
And because I believe in affirmations, I'm a really big believer in it. I want everybody to type that as well in the chat. Just confirm it and affirm it. You know, if you don't energetically resonate with it, that's okay. That's okay. You don't gotta put yourself in harm's way or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I thank y'all for the colorful hearts, divinely guided, STA, Shireen, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna say it one time. What we perceive as a threat, and this is in dream world as well, all right, is here to save us. This is the collective dream that both Shireen and I are that's why everybody in the dreams, Jamie, myself included, we're having this dream where the world is fucking ending, but yet and however, we're just sitting there with a smile on our face, like, it's time. You know, like we've been waiting for this. Like it's like hey, this had to happen sooner than later. Like it's here, I'm ready. It's here to save us. Stop the fear. Stop the fear. Okay, bang. I went ahead and confirmed it because it is just that simple. So for the last time, give Shireen some love. I want to say thank y'all for being here in this chat. Hopefully we get to have Shireen again. You know, Shireen, when you come across the moment where you feel like you need to use your voice and speak about, you know, a collective, because like I said, you have a 12th house stellium, right? When you feel like you need to speak about what is collectively needing to be preached, you know, please do feel free to come on board, use the platform. I feel like the people here today were really receptive. They really appreciated the message. They really appreciate the energy. I can feel that. The vibes are great. We shut the internet down twice, all right? On this one line, I take pride in things like that. That's super awesome, okay? That's when you know you're bringing in the pure frequencies, okay? And this is a theme that I'm getting as well. It's simple as stay pure, okay?
Yeah.
Stay pure. Stay pure.
Authentic.
So, yeah, and that's the simple, authentic. That's what it is. Because like I said, a lot of these dreams is trying to tell us to take the mask off. It's over. It's done. Okay. The gimmick is up. All right. The lies are coming out. Okay. The secrets are, you know, the dirt you did or you didn't do, or the dirt that somebody else did to you, it's all coming up. It's rising, baby. And when people's mask comes off, do not underestimate how far someone is willing to go to tear you down to keep their mask on. Honestly, do not fight with those people. Like, let them walk.
Exactly.
Let them walk. Let them walk. I promise you everything I love, let them walk. It is not time to go head to head with the monsters, okay? Because you got your own monsters. And I realized very clearly that us trying to heal those people are us just trying to avoid our own selves, our own healing, our own mask, myself included.
Projection. Yeah.
The projection. So be very careful, all right? I want to send out some love. Join the memberships, all right? Like I said, it's on the early notice. So right now there's literally 0 people involved. I mean, but in all sincerity, like I'm still in the process of building it, so I didn't make any open announcements. Y'all on the live today is the first one to ever hear anything about it. So that said, man, I'm excited. Thank you, Shireen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, so much for your support. Thank you.
Absolutely. I see they dropping the love. I see the thanks. I see the harmony. All right. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go peace, peace. All right, Shireen, here we